are willing to pay the cost to execute it. And that's cool. You don't need all owners. I work with renters too. I work with reluctant people and passionate people to fulfill this dream. When Nehemiah was standing on that wall and he was building that wall in the Bible, he didn't ask people, he just said, hand me another brick. Hand me another brick. He didn't go down and say, are you a passionate brick passer or are you a reluctant brick? Just hand me the bricks. I don't care if you like it or not. Hand me them bricks. We got a wall here. Because you're going to always have renters until the vision is completed. When the vision is materialized, everybody on it. Well, I say, I believe in you all the time, dog. Oh, you know I'm with you. I don't even care at this point. Who's pushing back? We got to go. In the Bible, when Jesus was walking on the water and his disciples saw him walking on the water, they didn't know it was him at first. They thought it was a ghost, and they got scared. And who was that? Jesus said, "Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's me. It's me. Don't be afraid." So Peter, 12 guys on the boat. Peter, only one said, "Lord, if that's you, let me try that with you. If walking on water is possible, can I do it?" Peter, I love Peter. He was off the chain, but 11 other people on the boat never moved. When Jesus said, "Come on, Peter," when Peter stepped off that boat, I'm sure the other 11 guys said, "I wouldn't do that if I was you." That's water, Slim. It's deep, too. You know what? The reason why people on the boat, that's boat talking, the reason why people on the boat try to talk you out of your dream is because they don't have to jump in and rescue you if you sink. But what I love about Peter is that when he sank, he never called back to the boat. He called the one that called him out the boat. And I'm going to tell you, if I go down, I ain't calling none of y'all. I'm calling you. Jesus, you told me to go out here to Woodbridge. Calling none of y'all. Calling the one who called me. You got to bail me out. If you got some partners, some people partner with me, I can talk to them about it. The people who said, because most people say, "See, I told you shouldn't do that. Don't ask me for nothing." That's all right. I'm at peace with failing. I'm okay with being wrong. You got to be at peace with failure with your dream. Because sometimes you're going to be scared. You're going to say, what if it doesn't work? It might not. What if this fails? It might. What if I lose what I have trying to get what I want? You might. So what? I'd rather fail trying than to fail to try. I don't want to die without checking it out. Did we try it? Let me close this out. Get to chapter 14. In chapter 14, these people are so intimidated. After they say we're grasshoppers, they say we're grasshoppers in verse 33, and we appear to them as grasshoppers. They thought we were grasshoppers too. And the reason why the people in the promised land thought they were grasshoppers is because the people thought they were grasshoppers. You think you're grasshoppers, so I think you're grasshoppers. Because what you think of yourself is so powerful, you tell me what I'm supposed to think about you. They get in chapter 14, they're so intimidated by the possibility of going into the promised land that they say we don't even want. You know what? We want to go back to Egypt, and we want Moses. We want a new leader. Let's get rid of Moses. That's how scared they are. They're in a place that's the most dangerous place for a dreamer to be in. They're not in Egypt anymore, which is when they were slaves, and they're not in the promised land where God promised them. They're in a place in between. In between is a dangerous spot for a dreamer. Let me tell you why. Because in Egypt, this is where dreams come alive. Because when you're in Egypt, watch this. You're doing work you weren't designed to do. And you're not being compensated well for it either. Because you can only get compensated for the thing you do at an A level. So you're doing C level work at a job you don't like because they have benefits. And you're so unfulfilled, but it's familiar. And you won't start doing something else because nobody will hire you, and you don't have the guts to hire yourself. I'm just out of time. I ain't out of word. I'm out of time, though. So in Egypt, I don't have no problem preaching to people in Egypt. In Egypt, your dream pulls on you. Your dream pulls on you in Egypt because you want to get out, because you're not free. But in the wilderness, which is where they are, the wilderness was a safe place. Don't think of the wilderness like we would think of it now. The wilderness for them was a place that was supposed to be a transition, not a part. It was supposed to be used to prepare them for the promised land. But they stayed there. And many of them died in the wilderness. They stayed there another 40 years. Why? Because in the wilderness, all their needs were met. Everything they needed every day, God provided exactly what they needed. Here is the land of shortage. Here's the land of satisfaction and security. Here's the land of not enough. Here's the land of just enough. And then, you know what they're saying? We're not where we're supposed to be, but at least we ain't where we used to be. So we chilling. So we're going to stay here for 40 years. Get our pension, get our 401k, and retire. Right here. Most dangerous people in this room are in the wilderness. Just getting by. Do not die in the wilderness. Bust a move. Let's